Good morning, everybody. Boy, howdy, second call of the year. I want to tell you some things that we've gone over probably for the last 2 months about doing some additional acts of revenue to come in. What I've seen over years is that a lot of the agents are making money, yet they're not making the amount of money they want. We talked about doing Medicare Advantage, we talked about doing Medicare Supplement, accidental plans, hospital indemnity plans, cancer plans. These are things that you need to think about and you need to incorporate into your portfolio, because these are going to be what you call are going to fall on your lap just by speaking with people who want this stuff and don't realize what you do. Now, today we're going to talk about annuities. And I know it's a scary, scary word, and I don't know anything about them, Joe. I need to learn more about them, and let me tell you something right now. The first annuity I sold, I knew less than what I'm going to tell you guys today, because I had a desire to make commission. The guy that I did the first annuity, the first annuity I did, was a friend of a friend. He ran into some money. He wanted to put some money away. And again, as salespeople, you got to let them know, yes, I can help you. Yes, that's something I do on a regular basis. Yes, this is something I'm going to accommodate you on your needs. We sat and spoke. I got some information on what I thought was necessary, which on a scale from, let's say, 1 to 10, I probably was at maybe 2, 2.5. I didn't get nowhere near what I needed. Yet, I wanted to sell because it was kind of like just thrown in my lap. And it broke the ice for me. I'm going to go over some things today that you should know, you should take notes on, of what you're going to have to just piddle with when you're talking to people. We've got a sheet over here about what questions to ask. So we've got a sheet for you to use when you're speaking with somebody. And it's a fact finder. A lot of agents use it in the beginning to find out about final expense, to find out about... Heather, you on? Is she on, Jay?
Well, I'm here.
Okay, come on. Do it real quick.
I'm here. But you gotta open me up, Jay.
Jay, open up Heather real quick. Heather's got something she's got to say. She called me over the weekend and said, Joe, I want to talk about this here. So just give Heather 3 minutes of something that I know for a fact is going to help you out, just like writing an annuity.
Well, see, Joe was starting to talk about fact-finding for annuities, so I really wanted to remind everyone that we also have a fact-finding sheet for final expense or for any whole life product, term product. So we have our client eligibility questionnaire that you can find in our Dropbox, and this is used best as a 2-step close. So if you just got our carriers, you've got no idea where to place anyone, but you have a desire to sell, like Joe was saying, that's all it takes is a desire to make money. I ask that you use our client eligibility questionnaire to fact find with your clients, submit it to us, we will give it to Joe. Joe will look and see who is best set for your client, give you a call and say, hey, you got to put them here, here, and here. So please, guys, use this in our Dropbox, our client eligibility questionnaire for all products besides annuities. Take it away, boss.
Now, I'm gonna say something more about what Heather's saying. When you do the whole life term cheat sheet or client data and the annuity one, you have to know not what to ask, yet how to ask. The reason Heather wanted to bring this up, we have another agent that called us up, I think it was Thursday or Friday, complaining he got a case that was declined because he did not know to think for height and weight. The client was, whatever weight the client was, he put the client was 2 pounds over the limit, and the carrier said, no way. You have to know these things here. So if you're unsure about a height and weight, you go to Dropbox. We've got every single carrier, whether it's a term or a whole life. Guaranteed Issue has no height weight charts. These are things you got to know. If you're in the house with a client and you want to call me up to ask me a question, when you're sitting with somebody, Joe, I've got this client here, got high blood pressure, diabetic, insulin, they've got neuropathy, they're on insulin. call me and I'm going to hold your hand to make a sale. Now, that don't sound like it's kind of like, well, Joe, I don't want you to baby me. My job is to help you make sales. Once you've done this 3, 4, 6 times and you feel confident in yourself with all the cheat sheets we have, height, weight charts, when to draft somebody, we'll cut your wings and let you go. Take advantage, call the office, let me help you when it comes to anything. Now, let me get back to annuities. I'm excited about annuities for everyone. For the mere fact is that you've got a lead card that's going to get you into a house. Regardless what that lead card is about, when you go to the door or you're on the phone with somebody, you're not going to sit and say, you want the information about final expense, and that's it. Because when they sit and tell you they've already bought, they don't need it, they changed their mind, you've got nothing to pivot to. So if you're on the phone or if you're on the front doorstep of somebody, recently you were sent this card in, either it's a direct mail piece, if it's a digital lead, if it's a Facebook lead, if it's an internet lead, you want information on a couple different areas regarding some type of insurance. Either you want information on a final expense plan or burial plan, something about Medicare, Medicare Advantage. You wanted something because you're not happy with the amount of money you're making on a CD. You're kind of nervous about what the market is going to be doing. You want some type of advice on what you should do with your situation right now. So now I've given you final expense, burial, which are 2 topics yet the same, Medicare, Medicare Advantage, Medicare supplements, and now a savings plan for your client. You can make a sale on each one? No, you're not. Yet the more stuff you guys throw against the wall, the more you start speaking about what you have in your portfolio, it's going to make it a lot easier when they say, yes, Joe, I'm not too happy with my CDs. I'm not too happy with the performance. Okay? Now you're going to pull this paper out, and you're going to go over it with the client. You got 2 options. You can do it at the time that they say they want the information, or say what you got to say to get in the door and bring out these papers to help you do a 1-step, if you call me, or a 2-step close on both of the whole life, final expense, or the annuities. I have the tools for you guys. I've got the carriers for you guys. I've got the commissions. I've got every single thing under our roof right here. What I'm asking you to do is get out of that comfort zone and kind of go into the faith zone and say, I'm just going to start talking about this stuff here. Joe, I don't know much about Medicare supplements. I don't know much about Medicare Advantage. Learn about it. See what carriers are in your area. You can go to www.medicare.gov and they'll tell you everything you need to know. And it's not hard. What happens is that you're just afraid to try it. The first annuity I did, I wasn't afraid, I was unsure. I didn't feel comfortable talking because I've never done it before. So I did what I did, I reached out. So you're either going to reach out to me or you're going to reach out to Jeremy at home office, and he's going to say, okay, based on the information you've given me, I need a little bit more. Based on the information you've given me, you did everything just perfect. What we're going to do, we're going to put your client with this carrier. Due to your client's age, we'll be able to give him like a 1, 2, 5% bonus on his initial deposit. We're going to get your client into a situation to where they've got peace of mind. Because what ends up happening is that when the market's up and down, they're talking about recession, we're talking about all these different things going on, politics, people get more afraid of what to do with their money. That's why people do CDs. Even though they don't have a high rate of return, they like them because it's called peace of mind. When you start talking to somebody, even at the age of 55 and up, they want something that is going to give them peace of mind that their money's not going to go nowhere. When you're 30, 35 and you make a mistake in the stock market, you make a mistake, you've got years and years to come back. The older you get, the less time you have to make that money back, especially if you want to retire at 60 or 65. Now, when it comes to an annuity, This is basically, very simply, not all you need to know, but just something to speak about with people. What I have is a program that's going to give you a safety or principle. The market goes up, you make money. The market comes down, you lose no money. We'll go over all the details how that works later. When your money grows within this vehicle, which is called an annuity, you're going to make interest on your interest, and all the money you make is going to all be tax deferred when you decide you want to take it out. Minimum age 59 and a half. You're probably going to be, or you should be, at a lower income tax bracket. So when you start pulling it out, the interest only is what you're going to make pay on income tax. So any principal they put into it got nothing to do with it because you're using after-tax dollars unless you're doing a IRA rollover. That's something totally different. Okay? Safety or principal, you make interest on your money. That's already there. Interest on interest. And all the money you make, you pay no taxes. You don't pay taxes until you take it out. When you take it out, the smaller amount you take out, the less taxes you pay. This paper here is going to ask you questions that, what is your income? What do you want to do with the money? Date of birth? Is this money for your grandchildren? Is it something that you just want to put away for your future? Do you want to use this money to be incorporated with your Social Security when you retire? All this stuff is here. It's boom, 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 boom for you to ask the questions. All you do is ask and write. Ask and write. And what it's going to do, it's going to give Jeremy and I a roadmap on what they want based on their age, what they want and need the money for. Is going to decide how they're going to do it. They've got annuities for 3, 5, 7, 10, 14 years. They've got them all different years. And the beauty about it is if you have somebody who wants to use that money for retirement and they're contemplating on retiring at age 65 and they're 55, you're going to probably design them a program, either one for 7 years or one for 10 years, depending on the mechanics of the program and if they're offering any bonus monies at that time. When you start speaking about it and you get on the phone with us, you get on the phone with Jeremy, who is the expert on annuities, what he's going to do, he's going to give you more insight on what to ask the people and going to ask you or teach you how to say it. You're going to mess up. It's okay. It's okay to mess up. Yet you have to learn somewhere. When you rode your first bike, you didn't get up and go the first time. You had your mom or your dad or some adult behind you holding the back of the seat to hold you. They let you go. You may have gone or you may have fallen. Yet, as a kid, you don't want to look bad in front of your friends, so you're going to get up and you're going to do it again and again and again till you master it. With us, it's the same thing. You don't know much about annuities, Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage, hospital indemnity plans, cancer plans. This is something you can make a paper up that we have. Call Jay, he'll send it to you. It's on the back office, and it tells people exactly what you offer. Go over with the people. They may not realize you have a cancer plan. They may not realize you have something on that sheet there. So just by showing them the piece of paper of the things that you can offer, you will make more sales without even trying. Think about it. Think about if you were to get a lead and the person wants to buy a burial plan from you. They say, I sent the card in, that's what I want. And they say, oh, I didn't know you do accidental insurance. My son's an Uber driver. Oh, I didn't know that you did a standalone grandchild program. I've got 3 grandkids that I've been thinking about getting them something. It's a talk starter. It's going to get people talking, and it's going to start them looking at something to where they see what you do. Make extra copies of this paper here. Put your name and phone number on it. Put a description about each one, what it is. You must think outside the box, guys. We got much more competition today than I had 26 years ago when I started. Okay? You have to be a professional at being a pro at doing the things the best of the best. The secret is if you do not know an answer, don't make something up. Don't. Because it's going to come back and haunt you because you don't know if the person knows the answer and they're testing you to see what you know. Joe, if they ask me this question here, I got to give them some type of answer, because if not, they're going to think I don't know. This is what I tell people. I know a lot about everything, yet I cannot learn every single meticulous part, every moving part about every product I have. So what I need to do sometimes is call up the home office or call up a supervisor at one of the companies to ask that question there. Okay? They're going to love you and respect you more if you tell them you kind of know, but you're not totally positive. Yours is a unique situation. Let me call somebody with the carrier to get the exact answer for you. People are going to like you, and by doing that, you're going to learn about it instead of BSing them, telling them the wrong answer, and then mess it up. Okay? So, annuities is something we're going to start talking about. We're going to start talking about, are you happy? Do you have any money in a CD? Do you have any money in your savings account? Are you happy with the return you're getting? Would you like for me to discuss something that will get you safety of principal, get you the security you want, money's tax deferred, and when you come of like retirement age, you can start taking that money out. That's something that you have now. That's something I can go over with you, and I can probably get you a higher rate of return, probably get you some higher interest out there. 95% of people are going to go, yeah, give me a little information, Joe. I really don't know what I want to do. I'm unsure. I'm kind of happy with this CD I have. It expires in 3 months or 4 months. I would sit and say, what they say that to me is that fantastic. If that's what you're looking for, something safe, something that makes you feel comfortable, your money's not going to go down, let me get some information from you, and let me show you how an annuity can complement a CD, how annuity is basically the same, yet it's got different parts in there, so if you were to get sick, you can get some money out. Think about this. Learn these little itty-bitty things. Start practicing in your car. When you go into somebody's house, you're walking up to the door. Hello, Ms. Jones. My name is Joe. Recently, you sent this card off, wanted some information. There's numerous things people check on the sheet that we sent to you or on the digital lead you got. Is either about a final expense plan or a burial plan, either something about a Medicare supplement, a Medicare Advantage, or something that you were not happy with where you have your money saved at. You want to make some more interest on your money to where you have more money for retirement. Try it, guys. It's not hard. Once you start doing it and you start to see you're getting a different stream of income, you're going to sit and say, I'm going to start doing it more, and I'm going to learn more. Okay, guys, 10:20. Go make some money. If you got any calls, let me know. We love you. We trust you. Have a great day and be safe out there. Bye-bye.